Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Friday, December 31st, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update, as well as news report. We have some good news and we have some bad news today. So, the bad news, let's start off with that. The bad news is that there's no realistic path for $2,000 stimulus checks, according to Mitch McConnell. Yesterday, he came out and spoke how they proposed a new bill with $2,000 stimulus checks, and he said, but it has to include $2,000 stimulus checks and two other issues that President Trump has demanded from Congress previously.
Yesterday, Secretary Mnuchin announced households should begin receiving these payments as early as today and this week. That is more good news to a lot of people. After Congress and the administration finalized the bipartisan bill, the President expressed interest in further expanding non-targeted direct payment. So, to ensure the President was comfortable signing the bill into law, the Senate committed to beginning one process that would combine three of the President's priorities: larger direct checks, a repeal of Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, and further efforts to review the integrity of our democracy. Three of the President's priorities in one Senate process. That was the commitment, and that's what happened yesterday when I introduced text reflecting just what the President had in fact requested. Now, Mr. President, House and Senate Democrats want something very different. As they tried to do countless times in the past 4 years, Speaker Pelosi and Leader Schumer are trying to pull a fast one on the President and the American people.
So essentially what's happening here is that the House of Representatives proposed a $2,000 stimulus check bill earlier this week, but it didn't include aspects that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Republicans, and what President Trump had said earlier in the year that he wanted. So as a result of this, Mitch McConnell blocked that bill, that $2,000 stimulus check bill, and he proposed a new one that included two of President Trump's demands as well as a $2,000 stimulus check. So the two demands were that it investigated the integrity of the 2020 election and revoked legal protections for social media platforms such as Twitter and other social media platforms. However, Democrats did not want to take up this matter. They decided not to vote on this bill. So essentially what's going on right now is that they're both voting on $2,000 stimulus checks. Both sides say we're willing to pass $2,000 stimulus checks, but there's other aspects in the bill that they can't agree on. So ultimately right now, Mitch McConnell says he doesn't see any path to getting the $2,000 stimulus check passed, at least anytime soon. Speaking on the floor yesterday, he says the Senate is not going to be bullied into rushing out more borrowed money into the hands of Democrats' rich friends who don't need the help. He said essentially that they're not going to rush it. They need to make sure it includes these other aspects that President Trump has requested previously. However, President Trump now is saying on Twitter yesterday that unless Republicans have a death wish, and it is also the right thing to do, they must approve the $2,000 payments ASAP. He said $600 is not enough. He said also get rid of Section 230. Don't let big tech steal our country, and don't let the Democrats steal the presidential election. So essentially, it's both Democrats and Republicans right now just disagreeing on other aspects of the stimulus bill. They all are agreeing on $2,000 stimulus checks. They say, yes, we'll go ahead and pass that, but Republicans want certain aspects included with that, and Democrats want certain aspects included with the $2,000 stimulus check, and that is where they're not agreeing right now. Good news, though, is that the $600 stimulus checks have already been passed and are already being sent out. So many people will already start receiving these in their bank account. So if you are eligible for a $600 stimulus check, meaning you make less than $75,000 a year when you file by yourself, or if you make less than $150,000 a year when you filed as a married couple, well then you will be receiving these, and you may have already started to receive your payments. So make sure to check if you've set up for direct deposit and you got direct deposit in the first round, you may have already received it, or you will be getting it very soon. Stephen Mnuchin, the Secretary of the Treasury, came out earlier this week and said that payments were already starting to be sent out. If you're getting it in the mail, it may take a little longer because they only can process a certain amount of those every single day. But if you did receive it via direct deposit, those are already being started to send out, and they'll continue to send these out over the next couple of days and next couple of weeks. So good news, bad news. The good news is that $600 checks have already been passed. Many people are already starting to receive them, and the boosted unemployment benefits of $300 per week will restart as well. Bad news is that $2,000 stimulus checks are being voted on, but Mitch McConnell doesn't see a clear path to getting these passed right now because of other disagreements in Congress. So anyways, that's your stimulus check update for Friday, December 31st, 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 4 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.